It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I'm all too familiar with this one. This is by Dogs Windows Brewery, and it's their Vetsbills Creek New England IPA, coming in at 6% ABV. If you have animals, which my family do, I'm going to say I don't have any animals, but the family does, the wife, the kids, oh, they love all those animals, you know. I'm very familiar with Vetsbills, this is a 6% ABV beer, 440 milliliter can. Let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. Whoa, look at that. Always open your craft beers over a sink. That would be my ultimate kind of, if you got a beer from a microbrewery, craft microbrewery, whatever you want to choose to call them, open it over a sink, because you generally, I mean, it's not like you're buying a beer from Molson Coors. You know, they got all of this kind of research into how to stop beers from being overly carbonated and exploding over your cream sofa, that sort of thing. So if you're a lover of craft beer, if you're getting into craft beer, experienced craft beer drinkers will tell you, if you're buying beer from small breweries, open it over the sink. You might get a little bit of an overspill going on, as we have here, but you know, it's part and parcel of the love affair that we have with small brewers, is that they do their very best, of course, to quality control their beer, to try and not make their beer as carbonated that it is, but I mean, these things happen. Right, we have a 4-finger, slightly off white head. This is a New England IPA. Ooh, it's quite dark, isn't it? Looking at it, it's quite dark for a New England IPA. Unless the beer is oxidized a little bit, I don't know. I mean, we'll get into it. We'll get into it, but generally, a sign when a beer oxidizes is it goes orange. It's definitely looking orange in colour. It's an amber in colour beer. Quite highly carbonated as well. It is. This is a bit of a fight to get it all into the glass, but we've done it. We've got it in. Look, there we are. Job done. We'll leave that there for a minute, concentrate on what we have in the glass. So you can see the sediment there. Let me touch the screen. Oh, there we go. I'm not sure if you can see there you go, there's the sediment there. If I touch that screen, bang, there we go, it's in focus. That's another thing you'll get from craft beer, is, or craft beer, I should say, from a microbrewery, is that you'll probably get a little bit of sediment in each beer, even from canned craft beer. And I like to think that this is good quality stuff. It's full of vitamin B. There's nothing that's going to harm you. My message would be, please don't drink with your eyes. Drink with your taste buds. Don't overly analyse your beer with your eyes. Otherwise you'd never eat or drink anything, would you? You wouldn't eat a shrimp or a crayfish if you were eating with your eyes. And I know that for a fact, because I wouldn't eat a crayfish when it was put in front of me when I was in Sweden. I was like, I'm not eating that, it looks like an alien. And I didn't. So I'm as guilty as charged when it comes to kind of eating with these. It's difficult to switch off, because your eyes give off 80% of the information that your brain receives. Anyway, apart from all that, let's get in. Aroma. Smells good. Jammy and tart like. Spicy and peppery. Plum, fig, prune. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a mixed fruit jam aroma, this beer. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's a complex one. That's really got me thinking. Whoa, that's oh, it's really complicated, this one. Let's go again. It's very drinkable, very refreshing. It's got a real peppery spiciness coming through on the back end. I think as New England IPAs go, I think this is edging towards... I think if the brewer called this a traditional... No. An American IPA, that's what I was going. If the brewer called this an American IPA, I would go with it, I would live with it. I would say, yeah, this is brilliant. The brewer has chose to go with Kveik New England IPA. Now, a lot of people are using this Norwegian Kveik yeast because it's very quick. It ferments like... The brewer was telling me that they can ferment this out. The main body of the beer will be sorted within 24 to 48 hours. And that's quick. That is blooming quick for a yeast. And the tank gets really warm as well, apparently, when you're using Kveik yeast. There's a lot going on in the tank. So the benefit of that is the beer's done very quickly, and you can just, you can carry on canning it and bottling it and everything else. But then I spoke to another brewer who said no, and this guy was from Norwegian. He was from Norway, sorry, he is Norwegian, but he's from Norway. He was telling me that although it brews out very quickly, you should give it 3 weeks, or a few more days, should I say, to mop up all the residuals and to mop up everything else that's going on. It will make a much better beer if you're very patient with the Kveik yeast. This is drinking more like an American IPA. There's a sweetness in here from the New England IPA, kind of what they're trying to achieve. They've added the sweetness. There's also a peppery, spicy bitterness on the back end. It's passion fruit and mango in the middle. I think it needs to be a little bit more passion fruit and mango in the middle. I think if you were to come back after a few batches of this beer being brewed, where the brewer at Dog's Window has been able to refine it, I think it will be a fantastic beer. But I think at the moment, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress beer, this Vetsbill's Kveik New England IPA. There's room for improvement. More passion fruit, mango, fleshy blood orange, grapefruit in the middle. Less peppery spiciness on the back end. And there's nothing wrong with the malt and sweetness at the beginning. They've got the beginning of the beer really right. Just work on the middle, work on the end. Try and drop that peppery spiciness on the back end, if they can. I like it. It's a 6 out of 10. It's a 6 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.